Hello. To talk to you guys today about a topic that is civically beneficial, I chose the one that I find to be the most important. That is, the one where we find a majority of our identity and how we operate and live in this world. Often you could be mistaken that you would think that comes from maybe teachers or peers or even the media, which is often being brought up today, how the media is sculpting us. But truthfully, it's always been found that the family is where we come up with most of our social norms, most of our identity, our purpose, and all of the above. Today I'm also going to be talking about one more specifically closer to my home, my heart, which is the traditional family. It's closer to my heart because that's what I grew up in. That's what I know, and that's what I understand to be very common or normative because of my upbringing and where I was brought up. Today I want to describe to you guys, I want to let you know about what a traditional family is, what it's made up of, and some specifics on it, and then I also want to tell you about how much of its presence is still current today. First, I want to really discuss and let you know and make sure we're all on the same page of what we're talking about when we say traditional family. A traditional family is often made up of three components, that being a breadwinning father, a caretaking mother, and their children. Now, that's always categorized as their first marriage, and both of them are the birth givers of their children. Now, that is what you would call a traditional family. Most categories will, or most will specify a traditional family as that, but some won't use the specifications of occupation, like the breadwinning father and the caretaking mother. The one biggest specification that even things along the lines of like Pew researchers in the government will specify is it is their parents' first marriage, and they are the birth givers of the children. Now, next I want to discuss what its role is today in our society versus what it has been. Now, we often like to use that phrase, the leave it to beaver family, when categorizing this. I've heard this many times be described to me when I describe, or told to me when I describe my family. We use that phrase because back in the 60s, the traditional family made up about 70% of our households, as Pew Research found that in their survey, 70% of children were found inside a traditional family household. Now that number has steadily declined over the years, and it used from going from 70 to 80%, to 60% in the 80s, and to about a 46% today. Well, actually found back in 2013. That has been replaced by specifically a single parent home. Now there are a few others that will be, or that you could be wondering if replace it, like remarried families or same-sex couple families or no parent homes. But the truth is, what's found is those are all minimal in what they are, or as far as making up of the average household. But what has really grown is the single parent family. That has gone from 9% in the 60s to about 34% now. The traditional family still remains the predominant family, or family style and the household style in our country at 46%. It's also found to be one of the ones that is the healthiest to grow up in, as far as research has found in comparison to the other family models when it comes to needing welfare assistance, income, education, drug abuse, alcohol, and health. So those are just a few facts that I wanted to share to you today about a traditional family and what those are, what those look like, and how they are civically beneficial to society and how they present and help our identity. Thank you guys so much for hearing me out, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye.